Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Bangladesh government, whatever she is doing, I will say she is just doing wrong. The government cannot lead the people through wrong direction. Government should think about the people's well-being. Government and the entire cabinet are not focusing on the people's daily life casualties. Life in city or in rural area became unsafe. The life at risk. Many of them put their life online by the order of the poor government and the opponent. Just think why a government supposed to be selfish. I am calling selfish government because the people are doing anything such a way that the people are not thinking about their future about. For example, every day those people who live hand to mouth in Bangladesh, they're not going to do their daily normal job. The political activities, for example, go on strike, give slogan against Islamic party, give slogan about other activity, and the government are paying them much more money than they earn normally. So, this kind of activity is totally selfishness. Government wants the civilian should remain poor so that the civilian can be used as a scapegoat. If a hungry dog is stand in front of a food stall, the hungry dog only will look at the food. So we, poor hungry Bangladeshis, we already lost of our merit, our criteria. We have lost the best way of life, and government taking advantage on the poor Bangladeshi. Our life is sellable, and our attitude is already been given mortgage to the political leaders. Dogs and the civilians of Bangladesh are equal, just like this. If we call up a hungry dog and show a little food, definitely the dog will approach me. The same way when the government are calling up the people to go on strike, the civilians are not looking back. They're moving forward with their bad activity. Isn't it selfishness? The problem is among the politicians. The politicians should solve the problem separately. Segregated the civilians do not take any support in order to charge any criminal of The war criminal 1971. Today's nation know nothing about the illegal activity, the local collaborations with Pakistan. They only will justify, yes, he or she is a criminal. It's because of whom? The government are teaching them to say that. If the government is really intelligent, hold an election, ask the people vote. If Delaware side win, he will be released. If he lose, he will be sentenced to death. That is the best way to bring into an end of this latest unrest, strike, all sort of things that's going on in Bangladesh. But the government only taking signature. That's another kind of a vote from one side, not from the both sides. Also, the first track tribunal has been set up unilaterally. It hasn't set up under the supervision of international community. There isn't any international supervision. Isn't it injustice? I am not talking favor on any party. I am neutral. So, if a student, for example, if a student good at study can read and understand clearly but cannot memorize, that student cannot write the correct answer in the exam paper. That student is supposed to have another skill to do copy in the exam hall. The same way, if my government do not know how to control the people, how to build a better future for them, how to pave a better way of life in Bangladesh, supposed to copy other countries besides Malaysia and Singapore, etc., etc. At least focus on other countries. Don't just use the people as your loyal dogs. Life became tough in Bangladesh, and it is became so clear and very close to instant civil war. Who will be responsible for that? Foreign troops will enter into Bangladesh. It means Bangladesh will already reach to the aid to be destroyed. Both parties are working hard to achieve the ultimate destruction of the nation and the national security, even include the better future. This kind of politics will never help us to develop our own country. Government should isolately settle these problems and segregate the people. Don't let them to get involved in any demonstration from both sides. I do not support this kind of strike. Every day strike, 36 hours, 24 hours, from dusk to evening. What is this? The foreigners are condemning such kind of activity. The criticizing of Bangladesh. We are ashamed to talk about all these things. At least, at least, form a better government for the betterment of my own future. Sheikh Hasina and Khaleda Zia, they cannot leave the nation. Supposed to come a person who has the love for the nation, who has a better heart, which is full of love and affection for the country, who will value the life of Bangladeshi. Let's let's do it together and do not destroy the country's future anymore. Just wait for the few months. The election will come. It is just around the corner. We will select best of the best political figure to hand over the country's power. And we will work hard along with the government in order to develop of our own country. That's all. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and long live Bangladesh.